Today's topic is English tenses. In English, there are 12 tenses, and each one helps us express different times and actions. These tenses are divided into three main categories: the present, the past, and the future. Within each of these categories, we have four specific forms that give us more detail about the actions. They are simple, continuous, perfect, perfect continuous. Now that we've gone over the names of the 12 tenses, let's take a closer look at each one to understand what they mean and how they work. Present tense. The present tense talks about things happening now, things that happen regularly, or general facts. Simple present tense. We use the simple present tense for habitual actions, routines and facts. Rule. Subject plus base form of the verb. Now, let's see some examples. I eat breakfast every morning. In this sentence, I is the subject. Eat is the verb. Breakfast is the object. And every morning specifies that the action is done daily. The sun rises in the east. This sentence states a fact. In this sentence, the sun is the subject. Rises is the verb. In is the preposition. And the east is the object. Present continuous tense. The present continuous tense is used to describe actions happening right now, ongoing actions, or things that are happening temporarily. Rule. Subject plus am or is or are plus verb base form plus ing. Now, let's see some examples. I am studying for my exams. In this sentence, I is the subject. Am is the auxiliary verb. Studying is the main verb in its continuous form. And for my exams tells us what the action is related to. They are playing football in the park. In this sentence, they is the subject. Are is the auxiliary verb. Playing is the main verb in its continuous form. And in the park tells us the location of the action. Present perfect tense. The present perfect tense is used to describe actions that happened at an unspecified time in the past but are connected to the present, or actions that have just been completed. Rule. Subject plus has or have plus past participle of the verb. Now, let's see some examples. She has finished her homework. In this sentence, she is the subject. Has is the auxiliary verb. And finished is the past participle of the verb. While her homework is the object. We have visited Paris twice. In this sentence, we is the subject. Have is the auxiliary verb. And visited is the past participle of the verb. While Paris twice specifies the place and the number of times. Present perfect continuous tense. The present perfect continuous tense is used to describe actions that started in the past and are still continuing or have recently stopped but have an effect on the present. Rule. Subject plus has or have plus been plus verb base form plus ing. Now, let's see some examples. I have been reading this book for 2 hours. In this sentence, I is the subject. Have been are the auxiliary verbs. Reading is the main verb in its continuous form. While this book for 2 hours tells us what and for how long the action has been happening. She has been working here since 2019. In this sentence, she is the subject. Has been are the auxiliary verbs. And working is the main verb in its continuous form. while here since 2019 specifies the place and starting time of the action.